Up
Oh,
into that intro, man.
yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Always gets me rolling.
What up, Ricky?
What's going on, DeeTer? What's the word?
This is Two Birds, One Show. That's my boy Ricky, DeeTer. I want to talk Philly sports and craft beer. I'll start off with.
Well, what you got in your glass?
Ooh, I go first this time. Let's see. Stacks in the Park by Black Stack out of Minnesota.
You got it from your boy out there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Scott.
You shared a few of them Black Stack beers with me back in the day, man. They were always really good.
Nice and hazy.
Oh, look at that color, dude.
Beer. Yeah, man.
Dude, word up on the Tonewood glass.
Mm-hmm. Tonewood beer for life, the glass. I'm going there tomorrow for a beer festival.
The new one or the Oakland one?
Oakland one, because that's where my buddy John and his beer group, fermentation, South Jersey Fermentation Club.
Nice.
Doing a
shout out
drive.
to John to John and his crew. What's up? Keep making great beer. I've heard great things about it, John.
Yeah. He had a mead last night, dude, that he brought to the wedding I was at, man. It was phenomenal,
nice.
man. Yeah,
what was the ABV on that? About 15?
About 14, he said. And what they did is they all brewed, right? And they have a barrel, and they all take their stouts, and they mix the stouts in their bourbon barrel they have. And I think there was like 8 different beers or something like that, stouts. And then they aged that for I think he said 18 months because they, the whole COVID crap, they could get together and all. But dude, it was phenomenal. So good.
Dude. Do you know
brew band? Even though they're brewers, they're pretty good, man.
And give a shout out their name again. What's their name?
South Jersey Fermentation Club. They used to be called Barley Legal.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember Barley Legal.
I guess the name was a little too risque, so they changed it up.
In this day and age of fucking PC politically correct bullshit, you can't fucking say anything anymore. Everybody's so fucking touchy, But no, I mean, whatever, just joking. But nice. Do you know what kind of honey they used when they brewed that mead? Was it like a wild honey, or was it just like a local, clover type honey?
Oh no. You know what? I think it was a stout. I don't think.
It was stout. I thought you said it was a mead.
No, yeah, it was a mead, but it was a dark mead. That's what it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I don't know if I've ever had a dark mead.
God, man, it was potent. God, all right, I'm way off. It was a barley wine. That's what it was. I'm having a tough time remembering. There was a lot of drinks that night.
It's all right, man. I've gone to a lot of weddings, man. I feel the same way the next day.
Man, that Bogies was awesome, man. That was cool. There was an inside bar at the ballroom, and then there was 2 outside little bars, like little trailer bars, and it was one right by the pond, and another one where they had a smoking cigar area. That's really beautiful, man. Awesome food too, man.
Go over a nice glass of bourbon, go have a cigar towards the end of the night.
It was cool, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, sir.
All these geese on the pond, and then they had a fire going, and people are just sitting there smoking cigars and relaxing after eating. Man, it was really nice.
Word, that's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Well, so you said you got some Black Stack in your glass now. Was it double IPA? What's the ABV on that? It looks like it's probably an 8%er.
They usually go big. Oh, it's just a mere 9.7.
Oh, is that it? Oh, well, you're good.
Yeah, I'm all right. Incognito, Strata, Cashmere, and what's it? Talus? Tal?
Oh, the new that Talus, yeah. I had that recently. It was Abomination that did it. By the way, shout out to Josh and the crew at Abomination. You guys are killing it. Love your beers. I did a Wandering in the Fog featuring Talus, I believe, from them, and it was good. They showcased it well.
They're good with their hops, man. And same thing with Black Stack. Black Stack's always coming out with the new hops and mix it all up too, man. They're crazy, and they'll put it right on the can. That's why I love this place. They're not shy, man. They'll let you know all the ingredients.
Hey, love that. In our world, that's a good thing,
Yeah, man. Yeah, Who knows? You might be an allergic consultant, or you know what I mean? Like, why not?
You know what? You know what I had recently? It was a new hop I had from Icarus. The I think it was For the Story, but they used Styrian Dragon. It was pretty fucking good. Get a little bit of dankness, but still some sweetness with it. It was it danced nice on the taste buds, man. It was a good hop. A Styrian Dragon, if you've ever tried it.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got some motherfucking In My Tonewood glass.
That's a nice looking beer to you, man.
That is called You Are Here from Treehouse. The fucking
the house. Treehouse. Look at you go.
The house.
Man.
The house.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but listen, your beers are just as good. I see you what you're drinking, sir. I know where you at.
So what's do you have any idea what's in there, or what's it taste like?
Well,
what you got going on?
So like I said, out here it's kind of dark in my garage, so I can't really read the back of this can too well.
Oh, okay.
It's 8.2%. I mean, you see the color. It's that beautiful hazy, deep orange, you know, almost that vibrant kind of bounce. And the nose is moderate. It's not super pungent. I mean, it's not a dead nose, but it's not anything that's going to jump out. Give it a taste. I mean, I had this once before. I'm kidding me. I had this once before. That's fantastic. That's it's fucking. It's what you're looking for in a double IPA, a New England IPA, or a Northeast, whatever you want to call it. It's fantastic. It's smooth. It's creamy. It drinks like a 6% beer, being at 8.2%. I'm getting a ton of mango on it. You know, I get some pineapple. Maybe a mild pinch of peach. I mean, and maybe some melon. Almost has a little bit of that equilibrium effect onto it. Not as strong with the melon, but it's there.
Yeah.
As far as what hops they're using, I don't know. I could only guess. Probably maybe some Citra Incognito. Probably Citra itself in there. Maybe a little strata. I don't know.
There you go. It's a message from Jeff. Can't go wrong with
Jeff. What's up? But yeah, that's a fantastic tasting beer, man. I could fucking freeze that in the winter and skate on it, and then in the summer I'd melt it and drink it. So, but yeah, that's. I
do love that Strata hop, man. This beer is awesome, man. It's one of my favorite new hops.
Strata. You like the Strata?
Yeah, man. That and Cashmere, the Black Sack always mixes them together. Works well.
Yeah, I feel like you're starting to see Strata using a lot more stuff these days.
It's different.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not a huge Cashmere fan. Well, the Zeppelin song Cashmere I am. Does Cashmere hop? I mean, I can put up with it, but it's not my favorite. But that's a great part about. I always tell people like that are just getting into craft beer. A couple things. One, there's something for everybody's taste now, and two, drink what you like. You know what I mean? Some people might love Sabro hops and like coconut and shit like that. I don't, but I don't. Hey, if you do, that's cool. If anybody's drinking that.
We were lucky at the wedding last night. My buddy Mike that got married.
Congrats, Mike.
Awesome guy. He brought us a couple of other half Mosaic Daydreaming.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god. So good, dude.
That's a fucking banger every time.
Right, man. And that's a heavy beer too, man. That's like 8 or 9%.
And that's one of the beers that uses Mosaic correctly. I mean, when you use it the right way, it's amazing.
Yeah, man, that's a good beer.
I had that. Speaking of Abomination, that
see this shirt.
I see.
Cool. It's got the Cassiano.
Where'd you get that? On the side of the road at a gas station? You did, didn't you?
World Series hat. This is a legit hat. 47. Yeah, it's all right.
So listen, I'm gonna. I'm going to ask you
Oh
seriously.
God,
Are you ready? You ready to get in the fills? Because I'm ready to talk.
yeah, let's get going.
I'm chomping at the bit over here, and we're going to listen. I'm going to get back to beer. I love talking beer too.
Yeah,
I
right,
fucking love talking beer.
right.
So here's what I'm going to say about the Phillies. I know you had the wedding, and then we
Yeah,
had.
we were trying to watch it, man, but
It's all right.
tough.
Well, the one thing I do want to put out there, so if anybody's watching, and I hope they are, we're still alive. They're not done. They're not, and this does not mean the end of the world. It sucks we lost 2 or 3 at home, but it's not over. It's not over. I've seen crazier shit happen. I think Kyle Schwarber was on that team, that Cubs team. I think was it 2016 that was in the World Series with Cleveland, down 3-1, and came back. So if anybody in the locker room can get in the ears of the guys and give them, hey, listen, we're down 3-2. They were down 3-1. So it can be done. I know Houston's a Goliath. Like I said many times on this show, they've been out in 4 of the last 6 World Series, and the other 2 they weren't in. They were in the ALCS. It's a Goliath. But we don't have to be better. We don't have to be better than them all season. We need to be better than them for 2 games. 2 games.
Now, who do we have pitching left? What's it going to be? Ranger?
You got the
Ranger
big dog.
Suarez?
You got the big dog tomorrow, and then the fucking surgeon, Ranger Suarez, my boy, on Sunday. And listen, he's going to pitch on Sunday. Phillies are winning that game tomorrow. If you're watching this, anybody watching this, I'm guaranteeing a win. Phillies win this tomorrow.
Awesome, man.
And then they win it on Sunday. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting all hyped up. I'm fucking gaseous and shit now. Here we need to think.
I love that throw out that he had at first base. It took the ball and threw it up, and he's just like, so badass, dude.
It's fucking clinical. Listen, it's not over. I know people are fucking jumping the ship and bailing out, and but listen.
Well,
nobody said it was going to be easy.
Because I thought, man, I might not be wearing it too much longer.
Yeah, I know. You might as well wear it now.
It's going to be rough, dude. 2 games out in Houston. Ooh. And that's not no joke of a team. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. They got so much talent.
Listen, they're a juggernaut for a reason. They've been 4 of the last 6 World Series. I mean, they're a fucking giant, and you know what it's going to have to be? We're going to need a Rocky scenario. It's David versus Goliath. Time for us to get our slingshot and take this big motherfucker down. That's the mindset you got to have.
You would think after they got caught cheating that they would have got taken down a peg. You know what I mean? But they've been still killing it.
Well, listen,
amazing team,
they had, why? Because they draft well, right? They did that, so they got a good team. And then here's what they have. They have great defense. As you saw last night, the 2 huge defensive plays saved the game. They play it first on Schwarber, and then the fucking catch on the wall for Real Muto. I mean, that saved the game for them. So they have defense, they have timely hitting, and they have great pitching, right? As you know, in baseball, pitching is the most important. It's the great equalizer. But I'll say this: they can be beat. They can be beat.
Nah, I mean, I was looking forward to Syndergaard coming to Philly. Yeah, I thought maybe he might get a little bit of something back. He had a couple of good games, and but he's coming off an injury, and then with they lost 3-2. So
you still we only gave up 3 runs yesterday. It's not like we got blown out.
What I mean? Yeah, we get blown out.
And we had a chance to win that game. We did. What we're going to need to do, we need timely hitting, aka hitting with runners in scoring position. We have to do that. We need guys to come around like Segura and Nicky Cass and fucking JT Realmuto as of late. No, we need these guys to hit. We do. And you got to hit with runners in scoring position. You have to. You can't just leave it all on Bryce. You know who needs to go win these 2 games? That's where you find out if you're the other guys. Bryce has won us a game or 2 here. The other guys need to win this. The coming off the bench guys, the relievers, stuff like that. We're going to need this to be. It's the whole team.
I mean, Hoskins has had a home run.
But he gets cold too. I need him to get red hot, dude. And if Hoskins gets red hot, he'll be plastered.
that one shot by Bohm after Harper talked to him and whacked that ball, man.
Well, the dude was tipping his pitches.
Yeah,
you could see it,
like
and they
sticking out his leg or something like that, right?
Yeah. So let's not forget that game to anybody out there. Let's not forget that game because guess what? This Phillies team still beating this Astros team, twice now. So
yeah, dude. I mean, for what it is, we never thought we would be in the World Series this year.
Not this year, we didn't.
We made it further than anybody thought we would. So I mean, do I want to win it? Of course. But am I proud of the team that what they did? Yeah, man, dude.
No, I hear you. I hear you, but I'll say this though: my expectation is still win the World Series. You're here now. I mean, so the expectations go up as you play better, and I want them to win it. I like you said, I'll be proud of them. Will I be incredibly fucking disappointed? Yup. But guess what? But that ain't happening. That ain't happening because guess what? We're going to be incredibly more proud because on fucking Sunday night, we're going to be celebrating a fucking world championship here in Philly. Only like the third one me and you have seen.
I hope, man, it's just a good couple of games. You know what I mean? I hope we don't get blown out. And I just hope
they're
that
not. They're not. They're not.
I think they're going to be pretty fired up, man. But it's so hard going in Houston and getting a win at their home, man.
I think you're about to see a storybook ending. I think you're right. Right now, if this was a novel, you're right there in the middle. You're like, oh my god, this story's getting really interesting, and then it's going to take a fucking even better turn. You're like, oh my god, this story was amazing, and then the ending, you're going to be like, that was the best book ever.
Yeah, and then like everybody I talked to that like played against us, like my buddy's a Padre fan, and all our friends Brave fan, and they're all like, you guys, it's just a good series, man. It's a good series, and against Houston,
great series,
right, man. I mean, it's been blow to blow, man, and that's what we thought it was going to be.
Well, think about it too. What isn't it similar to 2017 with the Eagles? Where listen, especially once Wentz got hurt, nobody expected them to beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl.
Right.
And you know what I mean? You were without Wentz and Jason Peters, and the list goes on and on. I mean, and Tom Brady, that was like Houston's offense. He threw for almost 600 yards. We found a way. That's how we're going to beat them, Gracie. They're going to keep underestimating us. Yeah. Shout out to fucking Pulp Fiction, that line right there. In the words of Christopher Walken, wow. Fuck. And because that's what you're going to be saying. That's what you're going to be hearing at the end of this fucking series when Philly's fucking winning the championship.
Oh, it'd be crazy, man. And especially, I think this weekend, the Union plays, right?
Tomorrow at 3:30.
Man, dude. Could you friggin' imagine if the Union wins?
I am imagining it.
Oh, my God, dude.
I'm going to manifest that destiny.
I can't believe that they got to play out in LA though, right? I mean, why?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the soccer guy.
That sucks, man. I wish they would play it in Philly. But
if they win, their parade will be here.
Yeah,
you're about to witness. Hopefully, we're about to witness 2 championships in 2 days, and I don't know if that's ever happened in Philly, but it's about to.
Dude, that team's just awesome, man. The Union, that last game, dude, they crushed it, man. It was.
You want to get into some Eagles too, because I've been.
Yeah, well, the Union last game was 3-1. Remember was it New York? That was a good game, man. New York came out the first goal.
That got a little shitty.
Yeah, man. And then at the end, man, they just rocketed it. 3 goals like back to back. It was so cool. But all right, man. Let's
listen. You know your shit. You know the soccer, so you're going to have to life raft me through the soccer game until I get well educated on it. But like I said, if they win, when they win a championship, I'm going to say when they win and when the Phillies win, we should go to the parade, dude. We should just fuck it. Awesome. As the young kids say, YOLO. Yeah, you only live once. So fucking do it.
I got parking over in Philly, man, in the parking garage.
There's our answer. That's the answer right there. That's the universe saying, here's a signal.
Walk the broad, man.
Dude, we're doing it. So.
Yeah. Oh, man, how about this? Let's get on the Sixers real quick, man. How about that loss tonight, man?
Real quick before we get on the Sixers.
All right.
That fucking Treehouse beer was so fucking good. That was an 8.2% beer. That shit is gone. And what do we on 15 minutes?
I'm almost on this one.
That's the problem with the Treehouse and those beers. They taste so good. They're so easy to drink. I'm like, this is 8.5%. Damn it.
Dude, and that's why you buy the expensive hops and you get the fresh hops because, dude, an IPA, it's all about the hops, dude. You know, have a nice backbone, grain base, but, dude, man, you need to use a mixture of hops.
Word up, kid.
Man.
Well, here on this week's episode of Going to Rick's Beer Fridge, as I, shuffle through my crowded garage and try not to trip on fucking weed whackers and lawnmowers and everything else under the sun.
You need to get yourself a beer bucket with some ice packs, dude.
All right, so here's what we got, kid. I got some Treehouse. I got some KCBC. I got some Abomination, but that shit's 9.7. I'm not drinking that right now.
How's KCBC? I haven't drank too much from them.
I don't drink a lot either. The few I've had from them, I'm not overly impressed, to be honest with you. Okay. I kind of got this on a whim. Let's see. I have
pick something good out there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more. Fuck, man. Every beer I have, it's like fucking 8% or higher. I'm like trying not to get all banged up. Okay, here we go.
It's the best shows when you're banged up, though, man.
Yeah, true that. That's I got a Treehouse Yellow, which is actually Treehouse Green, aged with pineapple.
Oh man, that's gonna be good, dude.
Dude, I am gonna fucking beat this beer like it fucking stole from me. As I trip over
I love green, man. I love very green. Oh my god, so good.
Talk very about a beer that accentuates the Galaxy hop. Boom.
Yeah, man. I remember when I went to Treehouse, the one big place, and you only could drink like two big beers,
Right.
And they had all their new stuff, and they had very green. I'm like, yeah, very green. Very green. Like, don't get me wrong, the new stuff's good, man. But yeah, man, I'm taking the very green. Jeez.
Word up, kid. Good.
Oh my god, that's friggin' beautiful, dude.
That's just fucking. That's beer porn right there. Go out and get your copy, because that's fucking great fucking nose on that beer. What are you going with round two? I better slow the fuck down too.
I gotta pace myself, man. I got a little bit left of this one, and then I'll get probably not.
What are you going with next?
Well, I had 8 and Sand number 2 in the bucket, and I got a black stack, but I think we're going with the black stack. Don't get me wrong. I like 8 and Sand number 2. It's pretty solid.
It is solid, but it ain't black stack.
It's not black stack. No.
Nice. So you said you wanted to talk about Sixers a minute ago?
Yeah, man, that loss, man, that hurt, man. Jesus, dude. Like, we didn't have Harden. We didn't have Embiid, but Maxey was pulling it out, man. I think he had like 29 points or something like that.
Yeah, he had a great game. Came up a little short there at the end, though, when his biggest shots he needed to make are the ones he missed. And listen, I love Maxey. I'm not, but yeah, I think
it's hard to do it all on your own. You know what I mean?
Well, like you said, you led the conversation off with there was no Harden, no Embiid. So listen, that's a tough and the Knicks team, that's a scrappy Knicks team, man. And Julius Randle and those guys and the young Brunson, they battle, man.
He was pretty good, dude. Yeah, he was really good. But what was it? They had the lead, and then they did freaking blew
a 10-point lead with 7 minutes left, and then they went ice cold, and that was the story of the game. If they don't go ice cold with 7 minutes left in the game, they win that game. They were up by 10. They were listen. They had that game won.
That game.
Well, I mean, you get ice cold, and my thing is too. I know they like him and other. I'm sorry. Maybe I will be one day, but I don't like PJ Tucker, and I don't know why you gave him 3 years, fucking $30 million, dude. Sam Morey, what the fuck are you doing?
3 years,
not Sam Morey, Daryl Morey. These treehouse beers are too easy to drink, sir. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, well, that's what it was. But it's going to be good to see is it looks like Harden's out for about a month. I'm not saying, I don't cheer on injury, but it's going to be good to see what this team is without him in the lineup. You know what I mean? Because he dominates the ball so much. He's got the ball in his hand like 90% of a possession.
He's
so
like second in the NBA for like setting up plays or whatever. He has like 55% of passing off to other players. So like he's definitely great at what he does. He's awesome at setting everything up. But
I like the game I saw recently, and I actually brought that point up to you, and I said, I don't need to see him have 30 points, but I want to see him have 10, 12, 15 assists. And the other night he had 17 assists and that was huge. And they won and it was a good game. He's better for us right now when he makes the people around them better. Like we know what he can do. We need you to make them guys better. You be the ace up the sleeve if we really need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta have Maxey shooting. You have Kirk Moss shooting. Get these guys shooting, man. That's it, dude. Like that's what you need to do. You need to step up and be the leader, man. I mean, there's no leader. He is it, pretty much.
The only person, I feel like Embiid. The only person I want to see handling the ball 90% of the time is either Max or Embiid. I'm just looking for the next month, seeing what this team is without Harden. Like, you don't
want your center setting up stuff, though. You know what I mean?
That's not what I mean. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want Embiid running the offense. I want Embiid touching the ball 90%. Listen, funnel it down low to Embiid. Let him be the first option, as he should be. He's one of the best centers of all time. Let him be the first option. Funnel it down low to him. If he has nothing, which is rare, because he's either going to lay it in or fucking smash dunking on you. And if it's not there, funnel it back outside. Hit Maxey outside. Hit Korkmaz outside. Play that inside-outside game. It's almost so simple, but it fucking works.
Right.
Play that inside-outside game, Keep a ton of movement on the floor around you, but let Embiid get his spot down there close to the basket and just fucking score the bucket because it's so easy for him. There's nobody in this league that can stop him down low. Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, he's a powerhouse down there.
He's one of the best centers of all time. I know people like to hate, not us here in Philly, but outside. He should have been the MVP last year, by the way. People love to hate him, but he's one of the best centers ever. When all's said and done, he's going down in the pantheon, the top 5 of centers that have ever played. I'm talking about Wilt, Shaq, Billy Russell, if you want to consider him a center. He was maybe a 4 or 5.
He's still got to get a ring, though, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't label him like that without a ring. I mean,
dude,
I love the guy,
but I'm saying he's on his way, though. And
I hope so.
Yeah, well, me too. I mean, listen, Karl Malone and John Stockton don't have a ring, but guess what? Their numbers are fucking. Karl Malone was number 2 all-time scoring as of
Stoggs has something to say.
Early. Yeah, I see you, Stoggs. Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop fucking Joel Embiid? There's nobody. When he does what he wants to do. Bottom line,
Giannis, man. Giannis is pretty good.
But if you look at Embiid's numbers against Giannis, Embiid dominates the shit out of them every time they play. Not just once, every time. Look at the numbers between them when they play. He owns like 98% of that matchup.
He's tough, dude.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
He says his injuries though, and then he always does get injured, man. Oh man, well, we got other good teams. We have other good teams. We got the Union. We got the Phillies.
Speaking of good teams, I watched. You see this? I'm ripping it the fuck open because that's what they're doing in the league. This Eagles team is legit.
8-0, man. 8-0.
That ain't easy. That ain't easy in any league.
Right, man. I'm like, this is like. What the first time we ever been 8-0, man?
I think it's the first time we've ever been 8-0.
Wow, man, that's insane.
Yeah. I mean, there's something special going on. Like I don't even think they've realized yet like how good they are and how good they can be. Like they're really good if they play their C game, right? They'll beat 90% in the league with their C game. When this team and this coaching staff realizes and becomes what they can be, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, I don't even want to fucking nope. Watch.
Here you go. Thanks, Stoggs.
What up, Stoggs? Love you, kid. Bug. Your show's great too. I can't wait to come on. Hey, Stoggs, real quick too. Are we going to get a DC Marvel crossover movie coming up? I'm listening to the earth. I'm leaning on on the ground and listening. I feel like we might get a DC Marvel crossover movie.
Really?
I would love it.
I didn't hear that. Oh wow!
Yeah, I've been along those waves. I've been reading a lot on there. It's did you see the thing I posted earlier?
I don't think so, man.
It was like a Marvel DC thing was coming up in the year. I keep hearing the whispers. I keep hearing the whispers. There's going to be a crossover movie. Maybe it's not a major one. Maybe it's just a little tease, kind of fucking toss that line in the water. But still, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, the producer's done both sides. Gunn has done Marvel and DC, right? So, I mean, so I can imagine because he used to do what was it Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he just did the last what's that movie called? God, I can't think of it. When it had a whole group
the DC movie.
Yeah, the whole group
Justice
of
League?
No, not Justice League. The ones where it's the villains and they had to fight that star thing. God,
what are you talking? DC or Marvel?
Suicide Squad. Squad.
I didn't see Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's good. So yeah, he I think he produced both sides.
Nice.
There you go. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So that'd be pretty neat, man. I never heard anything like it, man. I always thought like one side or the other, man. But hey.
Yeah, but listen, we're living in a new age now. It's like back a long time ago. We can't cross over Marvel and DC. It's not the way. Nope. If that's what the fucking general public and the audience wants, give it to them.
All right. Well, it's time for DeeTer to get a new beer.
Nice. What do you got?
Another black stack.
Dad's stoked. Nice.
Oh, it's only 10.5.
Is that it? Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're a fucking maniac, dude.
I do love the tippers.
You do. You love them triple IPAs. That's one thing I always say about Matthew Barnabas the Turk. So I can't really nitpick on the Eagles ever because when you're number one. When we're coming off a win, and number two, we're 8-0. There's not much I can really. I don't want to jump on them there, but the only thing I'll say is one thing.
They were down 7 at the start, man. I was a little worried. I'm at the wedding yesterday, man, and I was like,
14 at the half. Here's the one thing I want to say, and to any I don't know if we have a public. I don't know if anybody's watching, but I hope you are. If you're watching, the one thing I will nitpick on is the tackling. It did piss poor fucking tackling. I've seen it too much this year. Listen, tackling's something comes down to two things. One, and attitude. You have to want to be stronger and nastier than that other person. And your attitude has to be and your attitude has to be I'm going to fucking tackle you, right? So it's an attitude, right? That for tackling. That's basically what it breaks down to. Now that doesn't have to be taught. So we can improve the weak tackling because I'd seen too many piss poor, not wrapping up, not hitting hard tackles. Listen, I don't want to nitpick. I love the Eagles. They're 8-0. You're coming off a win, but you got to improve the tackling before we get to Super Bowl. Second,
you know how to fix that? Angle drills, man. Tackling. That was a friggin' rough drill growing up, man. When you had that run in pursuit of angles, you had to wrap them up, man, take them down. Oh my god, dude! Used to freaking kill each other doing that stuff.
Omaha drills. Get these two motherfuckers 2 feet apart and fucking just head on fucking night trains.
Nutcrackers. Yeah.
Boom. But here, and the other thing I want to say, and the other thing I want to say too, and listen, and I preface this with, I'm only nitpicking. The Eagles are undefeated, and they're coming off a win, so I don't want to put any bad vibes or negative. I'm so happy to see them wearing my Eagles gear. You know, that's my number one team. So improve the tackling, work on that, and secondly, some of the coaching. Like, I'm watching Jonathan Gannon in this fucking game, who sometimes is a really good D coordinator, and then sometimes, like, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know how many times I saw Houston come out in 13 personnel yesterday? That's 13 personnel. You know, you got 3 tight ends and one running back. So it's a run formation. You're bringing that formation out to 13 personnel is to run the ball, right? So many times I'm watching a game last night and Houston's putting it out there, and Gannon's got a fucking nickel defense out there. You know, you got 5 defensive. Why? And maybe that has to do with the shoddy tackling, because you're running nickel defense on 13 personnel when it's a clear run fucking formation. And listen, Pierce is a great. He's going to be one of the greatest in this league, you know, fantasy football wise. He's really good. But you're running your fucking nickel defense against 13 personnel over and over again.
Right.
Like, why are you doing that? That's one thing. So I'm just nitpicking, but these are a couple things I'd like to see improve.
But mostly on the defense is what you said. Like, yeah. I mean, wouldn't you like to see him run the ball more? I mean, like,
well, of course,
Sanders back there, man.
You know who the fuck you're asking? Of course, I do. That's my thing. I love running the football. I wish it was old school football where they ran the fucking ball, you know, 47 times a game. I love that. You know, that's the art of war. When you run the ball, you do 3 things. You wear down their defensive line.
Right.
You eat a ton of time off the clock. And third, you keep their offense on the sideline. Guess what? That's threefold. In the art of war, that's called a win. Run the fucking ball consistently when you have a lead. I'm tired of seeing them getting so cute. They're on fucking bubble screens and shit like that. I don't need to see this. Get a lead and send them home. Shut the fucking door on them. Game over. We're running the ball down your throat.
Once you're up, run the ball, man. Just run the damn ball. I mean, you haven't seen
Miles. Simplistic. It's almost like the old adage of Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Right. Seriously, all things being equal, the simplest answer is usually the correct one, right? The premise of Occam's razor. Get a lead. Run the fucking ball.
You haven't seen Miles Sanders really break like 100 yards, man.
But I'll tell you this, he's having a good year, man. He's having a good year. I was not on the Miles Sanders bandwagon before the year, but I am now. That kid is playing good football this year. He's playing fucking real good football. He's going to get paid next year. It's not going to be by us, but he's going to get paid next year. He's going to be a free agent, you know, and they don't value the running back position a ton as it's a passing league now for the majority. Yeah. But he's having a great season. I like the kid, man. I hope he stays. I do. I hope he stays. But he's having the best year so far of his career. And if he keeps doing it, you know, for another, whatever it is, fucking 9, 10, 11, 12 games, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, there's 2 things. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe he wants to go somewhere where he can run more, or 2, you know, longevity. Like, we don't use him that much, so he ain't getting injured that much. You know what I mean? So maybe they can work something out, man.
Let's not be naive. You know what ultimately it's going to come down to? He's going to go wherever he's going to pay him the most. I don't blame him. I would too. But that it doesn't, you know, he could go to some team where they say, we're only going to give you the ball 7 times a game, but we're going to pay you as a top 3 running back. He'd be like, all right, fuck it. I mean, goal is to feed your family, right?
Yep. It's all about that, the paper.
That's it, kid. That's what life is all about, sir.
Yep.
It ain't a fucking cryptic fucking equation. So, okay. Wow. Fuck.
Dude, this is going down way too easy, man.
If Christopher Walken, I know, right? If Christopher Walken was an NFL head coach.
I don't know if we really can use Christopher Walken too much, man. It might be like, you know, copywriter or something. You know what I mean? Like,
DeeTer, I don't think we're that big a show. So, in the words of Christopher Walken, if he was a head coach, he would say, "When you have a lead, run the ball."
Oh man, it's so much fun. I love doing this show. It's so much fun.
You should. What the fuck else are you doing in your week that's more fun than this, motherfucker? You ain't doing nothing more fun than this shit, dude.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Fucking ain't right. Well. Oh, goodness.
All right. So, how about the Flyers? Anything with the Flyers?
You know, they got their asses kicked the other night in Toronto, but Toronto's a really good team. But the Flyers have definitely
the last 3 games, man. Right?
Well, they've exceeded what?
Last 3 games they lost. Hurricanes, Rangers, and Maple Leafs, man.
Yeah, I know. I see you reading your screen. I know that shit because my screen is right here, sir. I watch every fucking game. I know. But the thing is, they're still exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
They're a better team than I thought they were going to be the worst team in all hockey. I did, and I actually was kind of hoping for it because I know people don't want to hear it, but
they
right now it's a means to an end.
We're
playing for a draft pick, and if you get number 1 overall this year or this coming draft, you want this guy that's going number 1. So he's a franchise changer.
Normally, I watch him more, man, but like you said, I had no expectations. I was not really
definitely exceeding expectations.
Well, there's so much else going on, though. You know what I mean, with the World Series and the Eagles and all.
I hear you, but I still watch my shit. You know, I don't. You know, they're definitely fall like 4 on the list. But listen. What the fuck else am I doing? What the fuck else am I doing? Of course, I'm gonna fucking watch it. You know, I'm gonna watch fucking Big Bang Theory, fucking Seinfeld, which, by the way, both great shows. Shout out to Seinfeld. Jerry, Big Bang Theory.
Oh, hey, man. How's that pineapple beer? The Treehouse, right? Is that like it was gone?
It's good. It's really good. It's almost gone.
That's what I was thinking.
There's nothing left.
Inhaled that, left.
Huh?
I said inhaled that one, didn't you?
Dude, motherfucker, I inhaled both of them, dude. These fucking beers are fantastic. I can't stop myself from drinking them. You know, like, I'm like, geez, they're that good. And the problem is they're 8% and they drink like a fucking Coors Light.
I think Albert wants to take a trip up there soon if you want to come up with us.
Of course. Oh, excuse me. How is Albert? I miss that kid. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, I was hanging out with him at the wedding yesterday.
Nice. Yeah. Send that big kid a shout out when you see him from me. Fucking what up, Al?
I'll probably see you tomorrow at the beer festival.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Is this a ticketed event?
No, you can pay at the door. It's like $15 if you have some canned food, or like it's like a food drive, or $20 without. You know what I mean? It's the Toadwood. It last time they had a beer festival. It was really nice, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was the 6th anniversary party, right?
No, the South Jersey fermentation group had a beer festival over the summer.
Nice.
It was
is he in that South Jersey group? The head brewer or owner at Eli or whatever at Tonewood? Is he in that group?
I don't think so. I think like they just John's from Audubon. I think like they just know that area really well.
That's cool.
They probably know him pretty well. I don't know if he was in Barley. Was it Barley Legal when they back in the day or whatever? But I do know like they had a lot of people that were in the group that own their own brewery now.
Nice. Well, that's pretty dope, dude. You're going to have a blast at that fucking thing, dude. As you should. You know what I mean? That's what fucking life is about, dude. Go have fun, and when you get the chance to do that shit, do it. I was going to say, I might end up going tomorrow. I doubt it. You know my ass ain't going to end up going, but have fun, man. That's gonna be a great time.
We'll be at it's a Barport tent. My buddy John, he does it all up. He's got a nice tent.
You guys got your own tent for the event?
Yeah. Last time
awesome, dude.
I was pouring, helping out and all.
Nice.
Yeah.
You fucking beer bitch.
I was on the other side of the bar, you know.
Yeah, about time.
Very, very rare. Yeah. It was a lot of fun though, man.
I can't believe I'm almost done this beer. I'm like, fuck. I gotta go pick out another 8.5%er.
What do you want to call the show, man? You want to stop here, or you want to keep on going, or?
Yeah, let's run it out, dude. What the fuck? Right. What are you going to bed?
Nah, it's at 45 right now. So
fuck it. Let's make it an hour. I see your bet and I raise your bet. I'm putting chips all in.
All right. Okay.
Speaking of which, we got to get a fucking poker game going. I got a bunch of people want to play. Mike Rozier. Mike Rozier said he'll get in on it.
Yeah.
Get
I got a nice set that I bought when I was in the Navy. It's got, I think you see it. It has the chips and everything, dude. It's pretty sharp. It's got its case.
I know Al plays.
Yeah. Dude, he plays online like every weekend. Oh, you do too, right?
I know. I got on his game one time. And it was pretty cool. Yeah. Al, get me back in your game here. I played the one night. I actually played well. And then I think I was getting tired. I'm like, fuck it. So I'm going to push all in. I pushed in on the hand. I wouldn't use. I was just like, but yeah, that was a cool group. I had fun playing.
He says like he does it online, the cameras and all. So I told him, dude, you already had the setup. Come up on the show and talk sports with us, man.
Fucking right, dude.
Yeah, try to get him. Try to get other people, man. Just kill some time.
We can even have it at my bar. At the bar, if you want, I did this whole section in the back set up. Fucking 2 big tables put together. Get 7 or 8 of us.
I don't know how the sound would be though. You know what I mean? Because how crowded or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hard to hear.
That's a good point.
I never even thought about this. But when I seen Stock's show and he taught me how to do all this, I was like, this is so cool because you could do it off your phone. It's crazy, man.
You on your phone now?
No, I'm in the studio, man. I'm in the command center.
That's a good studio, though. Well,
but it's just as good as your camera, man, or your phone, dude. It's nice.
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, like I said, I just threw my Eagles fucking sign behind me, and I got all my craft beer shit up top. That was it. I ain't no fancy motherfucker.
I'm always a computer geek, dude. That's been my life.
Yeah, your computer shit. Faux show. And your beer shit. That's why we get along so good, man.
Yeah.
We do love our craft beer. And I just housed that fucking Treehouse Yellow. It was going out of style. That was a good beer.
So did you get any of the pineapple out of it, or did you taste
definitely. No, definitely. It definitely picked up the pineapple. And actually, it seems like pineapple and Galaxy dance really, really well together. There was no kind of.
Do you think it was like a pineapple juice, or do you think they used like a Denali hop? I think it
was like a puree, wasn't it? I think it was maybe a puree. Maybe they aged it on top, or maybe brewed it with the pineapple puree. I'm not really sure exactly the brewing process, what they did, but it's definitely there. You pick up the pineapple big time, and compared to the regular green, the difference is there. And I feel
can you taste the green in the background?
I feel like you can. I feel like the pineapple's dominant, but I definitely pick up the green. I can tell that
Galaxy's kind of fruity taste, you know what I mean? Galaxy's got a nice taste to it like that. But I know like Denali hop, it tastes like pineapple. What was it? Yeah, who does Heady Topper? The Alchemist.
Yeah.
They had a beer called Denali. And that was it was very pineapple-y.
Okay.
If pineapple is a word. Pineapple.
Well, I feel like when you get the pineapple in there with the Galaxy, you get the pineapple, plus you get a little bit of earthiness, a slight grassiness with the Galaxy. And I don't want to say not herbal, but it's hard. Galaxy is such a hop that stands on its own. It's I don't know. I get some earthy kind of yet fruitiness to the Galaxy, but when you add the pineapple, it gives you that extra burst of fucking bright fruit, that big tropical fruit that really fucking opens the Galaxy up and gives it a side that it didn't
have before.
Right. So that was good. I liked it.
That sounds pretty good, man.
I would drink that all the time.
Yeah. I do like when Galaxy's mixed with Vic's Secret.
That's such a good hop.
Right, because Galaxy is just a hybrid. I mean, Vic's Secret's a hybrid of Galaxy. It's just a little bit calmed down. And when you use them both, man, that's awesome, dude. What was that one from Cypress Brewing?
I was just going to bring that beer up. That I always think of Vic's Secret with that. With
Galaxy
that models, runway models.
Yeah,
that's a good beer, man. Amen. That's probably their best. Yeah, Vic's Secret's a nice hop.
I think it's like very rare to get though, man. You don't really see
too many people. Yeah, you don't see it in a ton of stuff.
No.
That's a good point. Well, all right, Chris Chelios. I guess fucking call it a night, or
that's a wrap.
I guess unless you want to, I don't know. I mean, I'll talk beer with you for the next 9 hours. I love talking beer.
I did get a chance to watch the games last night, man. I was at the wedding, so I don't have too much material right about.
Well, that's all right. So what? It was a good show. It was a good show. And guess what? You're going to have a game tomorrow, and you're going to have a game Sunday, in my humble opinion.
Who the Eagles play next?
Well, the Commanders, but we're off for a week and a half. Right. There was a Thursday game, so we're not going to play till a week from Sunday. But it's the Commanders coming here, and guess what? I was looking forward to it, but no Carson Wentz in the lineup. I was going to see how badly he got booed or cheered or cheered, because he still did help us win a Super Bowl.
Who's the guy?
I don't hate Carson Wentz. I don't hate Carson Wentz.
But you seen the change in him after he got injured.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I know. I get it. Listen, he totally fooled me. I'm not often fooled by people. Very rarely, but he did.
This is a bad move by my part, but I'm going to say it. Okay, look at Dak Prescott. When he got injured, he came back, and they're a hard team to play against. You know what I mean? Wentz got injured, he came back. He was a pushover. He was a damn pushover, dude. And then that's it, man. And then he lost. Hit the team at the Colts. He was in the Colts, and he lost going into the playoffs against the Jaguars.
Listen,
Jaguars.
I know. Man. Listen, I get it.
And the Commanders. What's the dude that back up Hickey or
Haneke?
Haneke.
Yeah,
dude, come on, man. I mean, your time's up, dude.
Listen, I get it. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to so much be a starter. He's probably going to be a backup, or he's probably going to retire. I get it. Listen, and I've said it before, I'm not often fooled by people. I was fooled by Carson Wentz. I thought he was the next coming of a great quarterback in this league. I did. And listen, the year we won the Super Bowl, until he got hurt, he was going to win MVP of the league that year. His stats were that good. Good. There wasn't even a question. There wasn't going to be like, well, it's him, or no, it was going to be him until he got hurt. So, and I thought, okay, we have our Tom Brady, our Peyton Manning, our Brett Favre, our, Eli Manning, whatever you want to say. We had our franchise quarterback, and something happened. Maybe Nick Foles coming in and doing so great. Maybe it got in his head and he became fucking envious. I don't know.
He was always injury-prone, dude. He had injuries. A lot of injuries. And he had injuries here, man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, drink some milk, dude. I don't know.
I hear you. No, I hear you.
Osteoporosis it's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Eat your fucking vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, he became kind of frail. He was getting hurt every year. And listen, I was not a Jalen Hurts guy when they first got him, but I can tell you this: I am now. He's won me over. This kid can fucking play, you know. But I was saying the same thing about Wentz, you know. So I'm always cautious of where I'm putting my fucking heart in. You know, I'm rooting for Jalen. I hope he does great. You know, but as Philadelphia fans, sometimes we get nervous waiting for the bottom to fall out in any sport.
But dude, I mean, you love Foles when Foles came to the team. You know what I mean? Like you're a big Philadelphia supporter. You're not one to down somebody coming to the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I still think Hurts can be a guy that could win us the Super Bowl, but I'm not. He still has to. You got to show me. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, man. He's breaking records.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm loving what he's doing. I always said I never rooted against Hurts because if he does great, that means the Eagles are doing great. So
I liked him, man. I liked him from the start. I thought Gardner Minshew coming in was pretty cool, and
he's a good backup.
It's a good backup. I always thought Hurts was going to be it, man.
Yeah.
All you had to do is do a little work on the off season, get that arm. Yeah,
and he did. He went to that quarterback guru out in California. I think the same one that what he called up in Buffalo did. You know, and it paid off. I said before after last season, I said, listen, I'm not a Hurts guy. He's the backup in this league, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And guess what? He is. And I'm okay to say, listen, I'm okay to say when I'm wrong. And I was happy to be wrong about Hurts.
And a relationship with him and Nick Sirianni, man, it's awesome.
And I got to say, shout out to Nick, too, because I was wrong about him because I thought he was a fucking bozo and I thought he was a clown. But no, seriously. But guess what?
I still think about that one picture of well, he said, we're watering him and they're just going to grow. And then there was a meme with all the Eagles dressed up as a daisy or something. That shit cracked me the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
I was rolled, dude.
Same here, dude. Talking about watering the flower and, you know, the manure. Mm-hmm. But he was right. And guess what? He keeps proving me wrong about him, too, because he looks like he's a pretty damn good coach. So.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Fuck. Well.
All right.
Deets.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Always good to see you, brother. I'll see you next week, and we'll be talking about the Phillies World Championship.
Go Phillies. Go Union.
Phils, go Birds. Go Union.
Take care of business. All right. Catch you later, brother.